Welcome back, everybody, to episode 3. And well, some things have changed because we did some mod cleanup. We were having some complications, and I did kind of do a mod sweep. So we did lose our original building we had put on this farm, but we swapped it for. It's a little wider, but not as long. So it's shorter but wider. The other one was longer but narrower. It's equivalent to it, but. And then this flatbed trailer. This is a 30-foot. We had a 40-foot before, but now we're running a 30-foot. But all in all, I think we kept it pretty good. But it's April 1st, and well, we went through winter and sold some bales last year, so our bank account is a little different than it was when we left because, well, we spent a fortune, and I mean a fortune in the sense that we took out another loan. That other loan being $60,000. But I think, well, I don't think, I know it's gonna pay itself. I think it was 60,000. Ooh. Okay, never mind, you guys. It was $160,000 we took out. So, yeah, never mind. We took out a $160,000 loan, and well, you're probably wondering why. Well, A, we expanded the farm, which we will go and see, but B, we added to the farm. And the surprise is in here. We got ourselves a Voltra tractor, and I mean this thing is a piece of garbage, steaming garbage, actually. It's got the Quickie Q5M front end loader on it, as well as we got a set of pallet forks. Those are pallet forks for it, and it's got the 3 points in the front, 3 points in the back. PTO. It's a good amount of horsepower. I don't know. I don't think it's more than our John Deere. I think it's kind of equivalent to our John Deere, but why I call these things garbage is because they're not very good tractors in real life, obviously. Everyone that farms knows that. They aren't the greatest quality, but this is a game, so it's okay. But we did get it serviced up. We bought it used with 23.2 hours on it, so she's got a few hours on her. But I figured, let's go for a little drive with her. You guys can kind of see it. We bought it without the two-way driving system, so doesn't have the steering wheel in the back and whatnot. But we're gonna go and show you guys quickly here what exactly we purchased over the course of from last video to now. And I think you're all going to maybe question my choices and why I took out a $160,000 loan. But I do know that it is going to pay for itself this year. And we might not be able to expand much after this year as we'd want to because we're going to be paying back a loan, but we bought ourselves a piece of land. And we hired a custom guy earlier this year to put on some grass. So quickly, this is the field we purchased. So it's doesn't have any lime on it. It was fertilized and seeded to grass for obvious reasons because that's what we do. But we could have used more of this land up, but the idea of me leaving this is because I don't want to have to haul bales all the way back into the yard, and this decent sized field is going to produce a fair amount of bales, and I don't want to have to jam up the yard with bales more than we already are going to. So the idea is to keep this as kind of like a bale storage area, and who knows, we might even haul the bales from the home quarter down to here and then work on that from there. But I think we're not going to get first cut off of this, but we're going to get second cut off of it. And I think today's video is going to be a lot longer because we're going to go through the entire year 2 for this series in like literally this episode. So we're going to expand this farm as much and grow as much as we can on this farm. Someone did leave a comment. You know, he's a great supporter. If you guys did watch last video, or was it the first one he commented it on? One of the two, he did leave a comment. He leaves comments on all of them. He's a great supporter to the channel, so huge thank you to him. Yeah, he did bring up maybe doing some dairy and beef cattle on this farm. So I'm thinking actually that is a great idea. You know, we run some dairy and we run some beef. We get 2 different styles of feeding. We get 2 different operations. We bring in milk money and beef money. For beef, we'd be doing Black Angus, obvious reasons. They are the pristine beef cattle of all time, I think, except for Wagyu. Wagyu kind of takes the cake on it, but they aren't so common where I'm from, so we're gonna do some Black Angus, and I don't think this game has Wagyu, but we're gonna do Black Angus for beef, and obvious Holstein for dairy. I mean, they're literally the top producing dairy cow you can buy. I mean, jerseys are very comparable, but I like the look of Holsteins a lot more than I like the look of the jerseys, so we'll go with Holsteins on that. So we're gonna grow the farm to that direction, and this is obviously Wednesday, so we have like Friday's videos, like possibly going through another full year, but that year we'll have the entire 2 cuts to get off. This year we only have the home field for first cut, and then that field for second cut. So we're gonna waste no time of the matter here and jump into mowing. We'll do some time lapses, but we're gonna keep everything short and sweet this time. You've all seen it. If you want to see it kind of more in depth, go watch the last 2 videos, but this video is really just gonna be speed run this year 2 to try and get some more progress done on the farm. So we're gonna go ahead now and jump right into things without any hesitation. Some of you may be asking now, why did I buy another tractor when we didn't really need one? Well, to speed up the process of things here, we're trying to, use as little time as we can to get things done. And as you can see, I'm not in the tractor driving right now. That's because I hired a kid, cheap labor. Kids are cheap labor. You know what? They're young. They can't expect much. But yeah, we hired a kid from town there. He's going to be running the triple mowers as he is right now. He didn't have very much experience, so I called him out when we were cutting that other field over there, and I gave him a quick rundown while over here, and I think he caught the grasp of it pretty quick. So he's gonna go ahead and take on the challenge of triple mowing this field for us. And now that we have 2 tractors, I can go ahead and jump on into the Voltra. Yay me! I was nice enough to give him the John Deere, and we're gonna get this thing put on the rake, and I'll start raking while he's mowing, and then I'm guessing he doesn't know how to switch over that stuff, so I'll have to switch over to the baler for him, and then we'll maybe get to see him bale. So we got that field done being ranked. I'm gonna go see where he's at over here, and if he's gonna be much longer, we might yeah, it looks like he's got a fair amount done, and I can switch out equipment pretty quick. So we're gonna bale this while he's doing that, just to, speed up time here. Trying to be as productive as possible. So, I'm just wrapping up the last bale here. Kevin over there, he finished up the mowing side of things, so I'm gonna go on over there, show him how to, well, we'll pressure wash it all up because those mowers need a bath, and then I'm gonna show him how to disconnect everything, and we're gonna get this baler off of this because, yeah, it doesn't perform all that well with this tractor. So we're going to go ahead here and start raking this next field. I'm going to take Kevin with me, and I'm going to kind of show him how we like to rake here. Showed him how to unhook the mowers and get the baler all hooked up and ready. So he can do it in the future. In terms of, yeah, this tractor will not be going back on the baler if it doesn't need to. It can do it. I just not as well as the John Deere does it. More horsepower, so it's a little easier for the John Deere to pull it around, especially on those hills. So we're gonna get some of this raking done and do some more baling, obviously. So we're just letting the tractor warm up here, and then I'll show Kevin there how to do some baling as well. To do a quick comparison on the two tractors, our Vultra is only a 210 horsepower tractor in comparison to the John Deere, which is about 350 horsepower. Massive horsepower gap. That's why this monster absolutely kills it with the baler on these hills, and well, with everything else compared to this Vultra. So the plan of attack is going to be bale this up. We're going to pick the bales, obviously get them nicely stacked back over in there, and then we don't got much time. We don't got much after that to do except for wait for second cut to show up, and then that second field that well, I guess it's technically the third field, but our new field will definitely take some time to get all processed up and whatnot. So we're gonna jump in. I'll throw up what we ended up getting off of these two home fields this first cut, because I'm not going to see guys now until, well, second cut. So yeah, I'll see you guys second cut, I guess. Well, I really did think that we were going to skip the second cut there, but we picked up the first load of bales, and I've decided we're going to keep all the bales off the home quarter, and we're taking them all actually to this other field of ours, and we're going to leave them all on the fence line and just kind of leave all the silage bales we make there. That way they're out of our way and we don't have to worry about dealing with them in the yard or where they all are. So we're gonna just kindly that should be far enough in, but yeah, we'll start getting things unloaded here, and we got a fair amount of bales still, at least another full wagon, and then a smaller amount right after that. So yeah, we're gonna finish up picking these bales up, and then we are gonna do fertilizing. We aren't gonna cheap out, we will do fertilizer. Good day, everybody. It is July, the start of July, and it is first cut season. So we did spend some money too and take out a small chunk of loan. We found a good deal on a self-propelled sprayer that we decided to bring to the farm. It's a John Deere 6000 series. The reason we picked this up is definitely for future use. It's got 23.8 hours on it. Fairly well used. But yeah, it was cheap. It was a good deal. So we figured, well, bring it to the farm now and we'll service it when we need it, because we will end up shifting into grain if we are doing dairy and beef stock. So the reason for that is obviously because spraying herbicide. Of course, we won't be moving into the cattle side of things for a little bit of time. We obviously gotta make money and grow the farm to a point of getting into that position to do it. So we're gonna fire up the equipment here this morning, and we're gonna get ready to jump into second cut. My apologies. Everything's fertilized and everything. So after this cut, we are going to be putting lime down on everything as well as fertilizing again. So yeah, we're gonna get the triple mowers on the John Deere. We're gonna get the rake on the Voltra, and Kevin's gonna come down. He's gonna run the triple mowers. We're gonna run the rake behind him. And yeah, we got that big field now. This time we get to take down, and we're gonna start with that, I think. So we're gonna go ahead, get the John Deere all set up, and we'll wait for Kevin to show up. I just followed Kevin down to the field here. He's going ahead and mowing it down. This is definitely a large field for us to be doing, but I guess I can shut off the Valtra for a little while, because we're not gonna... He's got to get at least 2 passes in, so he'll do the headlands, and then he'll jump on to... told him just to go north-south on the field there, so... Obviously, the yield's not going to be amazing. The pH level is only at 6 when it should be 6, 7. But the nitrogen levels are good. We're expected yield about 115%, which is, I mean, I'm still not going to complain. And it will be better first cut next year when we get lime put on her, and obviously lime and fertilizer put on her. So yeah, I'm going to let Kevin get a head start there. I'm going to eat a sandwich and stare at our nice beautiful stack of bales already.
You have to say it, baby. And us in Texas, you wanna try, baby. I know you can, I know your heart, and you will figure out you love me now, 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 you know I gotta leave. You love me now, 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 you know
So I've sent Junior on his way there with the baler to the other field. I'm just in the Vulture here. Got the bale wagon behind me and net wrap on the forks. We're bringing the net wrap because I don't think that there's going to be enough in it to do that entire field, and even if there is, he's going to need to load up again before he comes back and does the home fields. Because yeah, it did sure does eat up a lot of net wrap when you're baling a decent amount of bales. So yeah, we're just heading on down there now, and he shouldn't be too far into it, I don't think. Shouldn't be. I don't know 100% yet if how far in he is. Oh yeah, he's down there. He's got a decent amount of bales already dropped, so we're gonna be nice and drop this net wrap right at the edge of the field for him in case he needs it. And then we'll go let him. We'll be nice, let him get kind of a head start on him. On us, I mean. And then we'll go and start picking bales. So I'm thinking Kevin there got enough of a head start. We're gonna go around and start picking bales, especially on the headlands, so he doesn't have to worry about running into them or trying to work around them. Kind of make things nice and neat, clean, and easy for him. Definitely gonna end up with quite a bit of bales off of this field, I'm thinking, which I'm not complaining about. You know, the more we get, the more we sell, the more we make. So this is all gonna be great. I'm sure come near the end of this video when we get to sell all of it, we're gonna have quite a few dollars sitting there now after pay off at least some of our loan. I kind of want to expand the farm really badly, so we might not actually I don't know, I guess might not actually. Oh, that was weird. Might not actually pay off the whole loan, but we'll see when the time comes and how much money we make off of it all. So that will all come in time. So just from the headlands alone, we ended up picking up 20 bales. So that is pretty impressive, actually. I'm not gonna lie. That is pretty impressive. And we still got the 2 home fields to do, obviously, so we're gonna be moving a lot of bales come winter time here for sale, which just makes me so happy to know that we're gonna make some decent money. So I'm gonna fill up the rest of this wagon, and then we'll leave him alone for a little bit, and we'll I'll probably actually head back home unless he needs my help for a little bit once we get this wagon full, and do some things around there that need to be done. Of course, after this, we're gonna need to service that baler, and you guys will get to see how many hours are really on that thing. It's quite a few operating hours on it. I'm back in the field here. I'm gonna start picking bales here. Kevin's by the looks of it almost done, so we're gonna let him finish up what he's got to do here, and then he's gonna jump over to the home quarter and finish up the 2 fields we got there. And yeah, it's looking like quite a bit of bales we're gonna be hauling here this winter. That stack is starting to look pretty big there. So we are pretty damn excited for this winter. Getting to see all this sell. Yeah, we're gonna I'm gonna finish picking up bales here, and of course I'll be chasing them from the home fields once I catch back up. Got a little bit of a drive from there to here. Probably get at least 2 more wagons, 2 and some wagons from the home quarter. Then we'll be doing some liming and fertilizing, of course. And then it'll be time to sell. As of right now, we are headed back down to the big field there where we're storing our bales with the first full wagon off of the home quarter. As you can see, it's getting pretty dark already. I got a little carried away with stuff I was doing, and then I went to the bank there and paid $20,000 into the loan we had out. So yeah, it took a little bit of time out of my day, but Kevin was nice enough there. He got the baler and the 7R washed and in the shop, because I'm gonna do a service on the baler because it is in desperate need of one. We ended up with 120 bales off of second cut. So that's 120 bales off of second cut alone. That doesn't include first cut. So we got quite a few bales here now to do. I'm not straight at all. What am I doing? There we go, that should be good. Yeah, we'll start dropping more bales here. Yeah, we're gonna be doing quite a few trips, I'm thinking, come January here with this amount of bales. So we're gonna finish picking bales tonight, and then we're gonna shut her down and do some liming and fertilizing tomorrow. Get that all done by the end of July here. And then we'll be on to selling. Well, now it's late July. And yeah, so today is all about getting fertilizer and lime done. But we are going to do some maintenance on the baler of ours. It's on this 7R, so it's got just shy of 300 bales we've put on it, not in total, but we've put on it. And as you guys can see here, it's 53 months old. It's got 47.6 hours on it. That's operating hours, not just hookup time. Like, that's like it running. So we're gonna give it a quick repair. It's only worth $9,000 now. Wow. That's crazy. So yeah, she's she'll stay on the farm for quite some time now. But oh yeah, never mind. I need the 7R to do the liming and whatnot. So we'll fire her up, and then we're gonna go fire up the Voltra because it's got the front end loader, and we need to load lime and whatnot into the spreader. So let the equipment warm up this morning here, and it's nice and bright and early. It's just before 5:30 a.m. so we're trying to get this done at a decent time today. So we're gonna, of course, jump on into things, and I'm just like anxious to get to January to sell these bales. So I'm just getting the last bag of lime loaded in here quick. And then we will be all ready and set to go. We're going to start with the big field we got and see how far we can make it on that with this. And then we'll come back home and do these smaller fields, and then we'll switch it over and load it with fertilizer. The joys of farming. It's all the little stuff in between that's, you know, not so fun, but I'll just leave this tractor off to somewhat of the side here, and because we're gonna need it again later. So it didn't take very long. I'd say we got about just over a quarter way through that field. And now we're out of lime. And I don't have the funds really to purchase more lime, and I'm so cutting off this car. Sorry about that, sir. But yeah, without the funds really, we we can't spread the lime, so back to the farm where we'll get loaded with fertilizer and go back and fertilize that field. I'm kind of prioritizing the big field for a reason. So that's all the lime we're spreading, because don't have the money to spread anymore. And actually, while we're in the yard, before we pull a quick Yui, we're gonna rip on over to the fuel stationing thing, fuel tank here, and fill the John Deere back up with some diesel. It needs it, so lots of fuel burned, lots of fuel burned. How much is in that? Not that much actually. It's only about 700 liters out of there, so yeah, we'll go get in the Valtra quick here and load up with some fertilizer. We are currently on the way to the animal dealer right now. They have a huge demand for whole crop silage right now, so it's a great time to sell. It's a little earlier, it's October, late October I should say, but it's a demand we can't refuse to take advantage of, so we're gonna be taking in either at all or a couple loads at least, depending on how much their demand requires. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have competition on this, bringing in silage too or whatnot, but I'm hoping I'm one of the first to it, and I don't have as long of a trip, so we're gonna haul in as much as we can off of this. So I'll come back with some numbers and if we sell it all or not. We're on our way back to the farm now, and holy smokes, we hit a grand total for sales this year, guys. That demand for whole crop silage it was perfect. Only one other guy was hauling. Wasn't hauling much either. But I am happy. We brought home a total of $278,277. So, you know, it was a good year. Definitely a good year. That field paid itself, I believe. So, and that was one cut. With this money, well, tomorrow we're gonna head to the bank and, you know, pay back at least a good chunk of our loan. Maybe not all of it, but we'll get some money paid back and keep the banks happy. And I'm going to enjoy the rest of the winter. Yeah, it's early November now. I just recently got home from the bank there. We paid back all of our loan. We are now again debt free. And we got $102,000 debt free. So I think there's going to be some big changes coming up for you guys here next episode. So stay tuned for that Friday. And by big changes, I mean those bins might get some use next year. If all goes if all goes according to plan and we can find ourselves some good deals on the market. But then again, thanks for watching. Your guys' support has been amazing. I appreciate it all, and stay tuned for episode 4 because, well, we won't go through a whole year, but we got a lot planned and a lot to go. So drop a like, subscribe, and comment. Appreciate your guys' support. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you again. See you guys next time.